Hey everybody, welcome back to Research from Bourbon. I'm DMC from Louisville, Kentucky. Today I'm doing a quick hit review of Hard Truth Sweet Mash Rye. Barrel strength, uncut, unfiltered. Alright, so this is going to be a quick hit review. It's going to be a Fresh Crack Friday. So let me get this opened up here. Alright, give it a pop. Alright, a little soft pop there, but nice nonetheless. Give it a pour. Alright. Nice on the nose there. Alright, so Hard Truth Distillery is in Brown County, Indiana. So they are distilling their own whiskey. It's a fairly new distillery. This is listed as aged over 2 years old, so it's pretty young whiskey. But it is a sweet mash, which just means that they clean the tanks out and don't use any setback or sour mash process. It's just all new ingredients every time. These are done in batches. It says a 30 barrel batch size. This is batch number 10. It was stored in rickhouse number 2 and comes in at 120.6 proof. So I think the different batches might vary around in proof a little bit, around that 115, 120 proof point. So, but like I say, it's a 2-year-old age stated, uncut, unfiltered, barrel strength rye. So. The mash bill on this that Hard Truth is using is a 94% rye and 6% malted barley. So very high rye mash bill. Comes in as a little bit of a rye nose on it. Just slight though. I am getting a little bit of an evergreen note on there. Something else on that nose that I'm trying to pull out of there. It's a little familiar. Some kind of a baked good, honestly. So could be a toasted nut, I think is what it is. Interesting. So it's probably a wood, but it's coming across as like a toasted nut from baking. Nice nose. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. Ooh, peppery. Definitely was sweet on the front of the tongue. Slightly thin mouthfeel to it. Not crazy thin, but not very viscous. Alright, that pepper toned down on that second sip. Still got the sweet. Got some peppery spice there. It was super peppery on the tongue, that first sip, but I guess my tongue acclimated to it in the second sip. It was much more toned down. 120 proof, as I said. Not real hot going down. Not a real long finish on it either, other than the spice. The spice lingers. But all the other taste, the sweet goes away pretty quickly. The what went down the throat dissipated pretty quickly. There is a little bit of oak influence there or whatever and all that, so I would say it smells more like a rye than it tastes. It tastes like a delicious sweet peppery bourbon, so not getting any of the vanillas or caramels or anything on that, so maybe a tad bit of brown sugar sweetness. Definitely like that. I've had a few samples of Hard Truth in the past, so this is my first bottle I've owned. Price wise on these seem a little high. I think they've got some non-cast strength that are priced better. So that are, it's probably small batch stuff that might be in the $40 price range or so. This seemed to be like $65 for this. So, and I know they've got some specialty malts, like some chocolate malt and caramel malt and stuff. And those I've seen up in the $95 price range. So those can definitely get pricey. But this does, it says mash bill RW1. So they do have a bunch of different mash bills. And like I said, this is the 94% rye, 6% malted barley. So, trying to compete with that 95.5 rye, right? So, yeah, this is nice. I think good things will be coming out of this place. So, moving forward, enjoying the sip. As sweetness keeps coming back, I actually feel a little bit of viscosity now. The pepper is there, but it's way toned down, so it's more of a sweet, a little bit of a viscous sip on that, and the pepper is what lingers on the finish, but it's not crazy hot or anything. The sweet goes away pretty quickly, as I said. So, it's nice. I'm enjoying it. Pretty unexpected pour, honestly. So I like it. All right, everybody. Appreciate you watching. Hit that like button. Hit subscribe to the channel. It really helps. Leave some comments down below whether you tried Hard Truth before, whether you've seen it. I don't know what their distribution is. I would expect, obviously, the states around Indiana, a lot of these smaller distilleries start out with only a dozen, or so states they distribute in, and as time goes on, they'll get up into 20, 30 states. So I doubt Hard Truth's that well distributed yet, but you can certainly find it online, though. I know there's some of the online retailers are selling it, so if you can't find it in your local stores, check online. I think it's got a lot of potential going forward. Remember, everybody, all bourbon is whiskey, but all whiskey is not bourbon. The best bourbon comes from Kentucky, but Indiana's known to make some good stuff too. Cheers.